Have you seen the night so long? Time keeps dragging on. The moon just went behind those clouds to hide his face and cry. I'm so lonesome I could cry. That means he lost that will to live. I'm so lonesome I could cry.
I found myself homeless February 15th, 2017 after I was in Restart, and he asked me to come. He got an apartment, asked me to move in. It was over in borderline Raytown, KCMO. And he put a gun to my head and threw me out of the house, took everything I owned, and I found myself in the streets of Kansas City, Missouri. Never thought that I would be homeless and addicted in the middle of a lot of insanity. I was in and out of the streets, in and out of rehab. Got my first housing in 2018, I think, 2019. April 1st, I almost got killed in Kansas City, Kansas. Was running for my life and decided it'd probably be a good idea to try to get my shit together. April 1st, I heard the small voice of God. Not that I hear God, but I felt, Monique, you need to walk by faith and not by sight. And I mean right now. And I found myself back on the avenue with nowhere to go, a cell phone he had provided, and keys around my neck, in a house I couldn't go to because I knew I was going to die. So I've been clean since April 1st this year. April 1st, I did my last dope, and April 2nd, I had my last drink, and I haven't turned around since. And Care Beyond the Boulevard's been a big part of that. I met KK for the first time at Fed Park. I was living there, and they were great. Never judged, never show bad eyelash to anything, really. And it's hard when you come from an environment of living in a park where rats are running across you, literally, you know, and the whole world's out to get you, and you can't even fight for yourself because your addiction's so bad. And all you want to do is climb out of it. And I've literally climbed out from under bridges.
You guys are in different locations. You come to us, okay? You come to us, and we don't have to seek you out. And actually, you guys, I caught a bullet, a ricochet bullet, and you guys pulled it out 2 years ago because I just couldn't seem to make my appointment. I couldn't make my follow-up appointment at university physicians. And I tried the next month because it was coming out and I couldn't do it. And then I thought, go to Monday night church. That's what I did. I went to Micaiah Ministries, and the doctor was so excited because I guess he didn't pull a lot of bullets that he didn't want to give me any local anesthetic. I'm like, hold on, it's starting to hurt now. When you rip it from my flesh, I think I'm going to need that. Just go ahead and get the shot.
It was my first time being homeless in my entire life. And I was scared, and I'm still scared, but I know I got people watching over me from above and alive.
Absolutely. Yep.
And I have a new family called Care Beyond the Boulevard.
You know it. Always.
Always.
How did you get involved with Care Beyond the Boulevard?
So when the pandemic started in March of 2020, I all of a sudden had a lot of free time on my hands. And so I knew KK. We both have mutual friends at KU and had heard of our organization, and I contacted her and she said, yes, we are actually still up and going and we really need help. And so I joined the team and have been doing it ever since. Really kind of two reasons for wanting to be involved with the homeless. When I was a new nurse over 20 years ago, I worked on a critical care floor at Research Medical Center, and we would have patients come in that were homeless, that were either had hypothermia or were shot or whatever. And when I worked night shift, they always came with clothes that were either blood stained or urine stained, or they were dirty. They didn't have anything else to their name. So I took their clothes to the rehab facility because nobody was down there at night and would wash their clothes. And I thought if I could do anything for them, at least I can give them clean clothes before they leave. I got in trouble for that because it was an infection issue, but I felt like it was the least I could do as being a new young nurse. I just didn't really understand homelessness at all and how people ended up in those situations. And the second reason is a more personal reason. When my husband became homeless, then I quickly figured out how it can happen to just anybody and end up on the streets.
I came down to do a project for my bachelor's degree, and I never left. So I saw the need here and just have been coming ever since, every Monday. I didn't realize how many homeless people there were in our community. I didn't realize, how much help they needed. Everybody thinks homeless people are drug addicts, or you hear, oh, they want to live like that. It's not true. The majority of them have mental health issues, and they need help, and we don't have a good mental health system in this country to take care of them, and they end up on the streets. And that's what the majority of it is. And so that was eye-opening for me.
How long have we been seeing you? Do you remember? Do you know how long you've been seeing us?
Not really. About
6 years.
6 or 7 years. And you saved my life. You did. I mean, honestly, all said and done, all the horses in the barn, hadn't been for you, I would have died. Just died, and it would have been a miserable, horrible death. And it all happened because I ate a ham sandwich that had been in the cooler too long, and I didn't realize that. I was so hungry I didn't think about it. I just ate that sandwich. That's as near as I can figure. It came up with that viral stump. Oh my God. I thought it was going to kill me. But you saved my neck. Oh yeah, twice. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. You don't know. From the heart. It's different living out here. People have asked me to bring us food off the trucks, which is a great deal of help to us. I tried going back to the indoors. I couldn't do it.
How come?
I just couldn't stand the four walls. I like the freedom.
You got any knee braces?
Well, so I don't have the bus out tonight, man. I just got my little white car.
Well, I got hemophilia. See this knee? Hemophilia is where you don't clot. This is so bad you go severely. You got that knee, and then this is what it looked like.
Hey, when the bus comes back.
That's when it's down.
When the bus comes back, yeah, that's really swollen. But
It's part of hemophilia. You can't really help it. The best way is to stay off of your feet and keep ice on and stuff. But
so it's a little hard to do when you're out here, isn't it? Huh? It's for the green bus.
for the green bus?
Yeah, the medical bus. Okay. You're like, okay, you're good. You're good.
Well, I didn't have any insurance at the time. Matter of fact, I had nothing at the time on it. And they found me, I didn't find them. What I'm talking about is KK and Cheryl and the whole staff. And they took me by the hand, guided me right through this thing, got me on my feet, set me up with an organization, and I've been with them ever since. Care is excellent. They went over and above out of their way to see that I got appropriate housing. And I graduated from that course, and I'm out in the street right now working. I got a little determined because I found out recently I had cancer. And once again, they reached out beyond my further expectations. They're helping me and assisting me in every way possible.
4 years. They're helping me get back on my medications that I need to take. They've gotten me better than what I was. I'm glad they're here though, because I probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. They give a care about people's feelings, people, in general. They give all they can, and people they take it for granted. But these ladies here, they help you out.
I can remember one of my first times on the street. There was a gentleman who was a war vet from Vietnam, and he had an Indian background, and all he could say, he just constantly repeated, "I killed people. I saw children killed. He couldn't erase that from his memory. And of course, he drank to erase that. So many of these people have those stories that you have no idea what they've encountered in their lives. So many of them have had their upbringing was nothing but abuse, and they can't turn it around in their adult lives. They have no resources. They've never learned any tools to cope. They're so unfortunate, and I feel like us being here, just in the moment, they come, we greet them, we don't treat them differently, we don't demean them, we recognize who they are, and we have the ability maybe for a moment to make their lives a little better, to show them that there are people that care, that want to help them. Maybe it won't change things in the long run, but in their small world, at this period in their life, we maybe can make a difference for them.
My hope for Care Beyond the Boulevard is that it can sustain the momentum we have right now. Since I started 6 years ago, the number of clinics have increased, the number of people we reach has increased. We're working on vaccine clinics and flu shot clinics. We do COVID testing. We now have the capability, thanks to Heart, to do labs on our patients. That is huge to help us care for our patients with more knowledge, I guess would be the way to say it.
Right, see how I got involved with Care Beyond the Boulevard. I know it's a long story, but I'm gonna shorten it up. Once COVID hit, I became jobless and homeless, and I was on the west side of town, and eventually I ended up close to here. I had a medical condition. My prostate had clamped up, and I had a catheter, and after about a month of being with him, helping him out at the other center, Dr. Allison Scholl became a part of that group, and she removed it and stuff, and that she referred me over to Care Beyond the Boulevard, KK, and I've been involved with this organization for the last 2 years. I was homeless at the time, didn't have a job, but they plus I had to get a copy of citizenship, because if you look at me and I tell you that I'm Korean, you wouldn't believe me unless I showed you my papers. Well, anyway, I got copies of being a citizen, but I need a legal copy. So through this organization, they've been helping me to obtain the original copy of my citizenship.
I hope it can be expanded, and I hope specifically that we get a better ostomy supplies donor, because we really struggle with ostomy supplies. But yeah, just getting expanded, better funding, better donor partnerships, so that we have more supplies. Because I mean, we get a lot done and we have a lot to give, but we're still lacking in a lot of things. So I think those are the primary things I hope to see in the future. Specifically, I kind of came into this to explore, medicine and becoming a doctor as a proper career path. And I'm 25 now. I took 2 years off after high school, did some stuff, tried a lot of things out, and nothing ever felt right like patient care does. And I discovered that feeling through Care Beyond the Boulevard. So to me, it's just like the confirmation that healthcare is like my calling, and becoming a doctor is what I'm supposed to do. If you're looking for a way to give back, we are directly helping individuals in the Kansas City area who need it. We give a lot of diabetic patients their insulin, a lot of high blood pressure patients their, high blood pressure medication and all that sort of stuff. So if you're looking for a way to give back in the local community in Kansas City, this is a fantastic way to do it. And anybody who's like pre-med or pre-health, this is a really good opportunity, especially the Saturday clinics, to explore that as a student who hasn't had a lot of exposure, because the Saturday clinics specifically are run by medical students at UMKC. So it's a really great learning opportunity for pre-health kids and all that sort of stuff. And if you're a provider, we need providers. So if you're a provider who's looking to volunteer somewhere, this is a really great place to do it.
My story, I've been homeless for the last 5 years, and I was walking up Independence Avenue, and someone told me they could help me with, I was having foot pain, and someone said, this church up here can help me out. So that was about 5 years ago, and I told them all my symptoms, and my medicine, and my health problem, and I seen a doctor and the nurse here, and I've been coming here ever since. And this is where I get all my refill from. And even when I'm sick, I wait till Monday to come here, so I know they'll take care of me. And I get all my medicine, and it means a whole lot, because if it weren't for them, I don't know where I'd be without my medicine. And with my medicine, it helped me keep me healthy and strong. I can get out, find jobs and won't be sick all the time, And the medicine is free, thank God, because I know some of the medicine I take is beyond my finance. So I really appreciate them, and I thank God for them.
A little bit of sadness, a little bit of pain, a little bit itty bitty. Where'd you go? We always see you around here, something drama there, something going on with your hair, something going on. But now we ain't seen you, ain't heard you, you've been quiet for too long. Where'd you go? Where are you now? Is that your head they found a dumpster over the BP on Avenue? Ain't seen you. A little bit of sadness, a little bit of pain, a little itty bitty insane.